The Sephora Spring Savings Event is starting on April 4th and be going on until April 14th, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys, I don't know about you, I got my cart ready and I'm ready to check out. And if you've been with me any length of time, you know I do the most epic, massive Sephora hauls. I've done like 4,000, 5,000 dollar Sephora hauls before, nothing to be proud of. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not doing that anymore, but I'm still gonna do a pretty epic Sephora haul. Now, in this video, I have some recommendations, mostly new products that I was introduced to either end of last year or beginning of this year that I have actually tried. Some of them are tried and true products I've tried for a very long time. So I think these are products that you have to get during the Sephora VIB sale because they are amazing, that they work every time. I'm also going to share with you my wish list items. They're not tried and true products, but the products that I'm going to be buying. I will share with you my cart so far. Doesn't mean that's going to be limited to the cart. I usually always end up buying a lot more. So if you want to find out the best products to buy from the Sephora VIB sale that you shouldn't miss and my wish list items, just keep watching. Hey beauties, welcome back to another fabulous beauty video. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous video. Now in this video I'm going to share with you the best products you cannot miss during the Sephora VIB sale that is happening right now. You guys, okay, you cannot miss. It started on Friday and it's going to go until the 14th of April. I'll put that little card right here that shows which tier level gets what percentage of discount. I'm a Rouge member, so I get a 20% off. Can't wait to get the items that I always love, my refill stuff, you know, my restock stuff that I'm gonna buy, and some exciting new stuff that I really am looking forward to getting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you makeup, hair care, body care, skincare stuff that I have already tried. They're tried and true products that I 100% recommend to you. I'm going to put them on my face, the makeup anyway, and I'm going to demo them in natural daylight. As you guys know, I film in natural daylight and in 4K. By the way, adjust your settings to 4K so you can see crystal clear image in daylight and watch the demos in daylight. So I'm gonna put them on my face as I recommend them to you, and then of course on top of it, like the hair care, skincare, body care items. And then I'm gonna move on to at the end of the video to my wish list items, what I have in the cart so far, and what I really want to buy from the test new products from this sale. So I'm gonna share that with you at the very end. So let's jump right in. Okay, let's get started. Now, I'm going to make my recommendations as I put these products on my face to demo them to you in natural daylight as I do always, okay? So I'm gonna start with the primer and so on and so forth that I'm going to recommend to you. And then as I said, at the very end when I'm done with all the products that are tried and true, once I'm done recommending all the tried and true products like that as I demo them to you, after that, I'm going to share with you my wish list, which I know are super fabulous products. I've read the reviews, I have tested them, some of them, and waiting to buy them from the VIB sale, the Spring Savings Event. So let's do it that way. I'll recommend to you products that I've already tried and they're excellent. Then we'll move on to my wish list. Okay, now the first product I'm going to recommend that you have to buy from the Spring Savings Event is this one. This is the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. This is one of my top, I would say top 3 primers in my collection, because now that I'm getting older, I love a good glowy primer. I used to love the matte ones with dimethicone in it, but not like as big of a fan of it anymore. Whereas this right here, this type of primer, this has like a gel-like texture and it feels really beautifully cooling on the skin. And it has some skincare. If I'm not mistaken, it has like, don't quote me, but I believe it has like niacinamide and some other ingredients that are really, really good for the skin. So 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Although I'm not really sure how much dual purpose products, you know, prove effective, especially the skincare part of it. But you know what, in case it is, I always like to have added skincare ingredients in my products. Okay, did you see that? I mean, did you see that beautiful way it went on my skin and how dewy and glowy my skin looks? And now, especially right now, you guys, I just had surgery and I haven't been getting any sleep. As you can see, I have a lot of darkness around my eyes. So this is the worst my skin's been in a long time. So if it makes my skin look this good right now, it's pretty good. Of course, for foundation, I have the one that I'm going to recommend to you right here. These are 2 shades of the same foundation. This is the Dior Stick Foundation. There's a longer name that I don't remember, but it is the new Dior Stick Foundation. One of them I've already run out. This shade is already out. So I'm actually going to get more from the VIB sale. So I'm going to use a large brush like this to kind of reach in there and grab product. And this is the darker of the 2 shades. I'm gonna go around my face with it. And then I have a lighter shade right here. Okay, so right here is the dark lighter shade. So I'm going to, this is almost like a foundation slash concealer. It really like perfects the skin. Do you see that? It almost like conceals. Like right now I'm going around my darkness, like around my eyes, and look how it's hiding my darkness before I even put concealer on. Do you see that? I mean, that's how good this foundation is. So just now I just basically pretty much concealed my eyes, the darkness around my eyes right now with no sleep, because it's really hard to sleep when you've had surgery and it hurts, especially at nighttime. For whatever reason, things hurt more at nighttime, probably because you're not as distracted, you know, paying attention to other like things that are going around you, and you're just kind of lying down and kind of thinking of your pain. Maybe that's why. But it's really hard for me to sleep at night with my foot up on top of that special pillow I bought from Amazon, and I sleep on the couch now because that's like the only way I can sleep. So right now I have my foot up on a little stool here, you guys. I'm supposed to keep it elevated as much as I can, and I can not do anything that involves moving, as in like moving around a lot, because I can't. I use a scooter, a little scooter thing that I hop around on to get to the bathroom and stuff, but I cannot walk long distances at all. By long, I mean not even like down the road a little bit, and I can't really move very much. I can go from like the couch to the bathroom or whatever, but that's about it. It really sucks because all my muscle definition from all the great working out I did, always have done, starting to go away, and now I'm going to have to rehabilitate my whole body once I'm able to move and exercise. Do you see that foundation? I mean, like, this is the best foundation I have ever tried. I really doubt actually there'll be anything else that works this well ever again. Honestly, I don't see how any other foundation can ever beat this. Like, it takes very little product and it gives you the most perfect like coverage, beautiful, while not looking cakey. So highly recommend the Dior stick foundations. You must get it. It's a must-have item. And then from concealers available at Sephora, I love the Natasha Denona concealer. As you guys know, it is a tried and true one. I will insert a clip here of me applying it on my skin. So that is one of my recommendations. Like you see here in this demo, Natasha Denona concealer is absolutely gorgeous. So as far as color correctors go, I 100% recommend the Natasha Denona color correctors. I will insert a clip here of me applying the Natasha Denona color corrector, you guys. It is the best. I mean, it has the same consistency as her concealer. As you can see, do you see how it really conceals the darkness around the eyes? It comes in like 4 shades, so you can get whatever the shade that is the best for your skin tone. For me, it's I think number 2 that I like to use, the kind of peachy one, like a little darker peach. Right now in this video, I'm gonna put this on for you guys. This is Charlotte Tilbury, what is it called? The Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. This one is really good. This has like light reflecting qualities. Like right now, I'm not even wearing a color corrector because I ran out my Natasha Denona color corrector, so I have to actually get it from the VIB sale. So I'm not even using a color corrector today, but this concealer has a way of like light reflecting or reflecting the lights off of your eyes so that you don't see the darkness. So it's absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. So I absolutely adore this concealer. It is one of my favorites. Next to Natasha Denona concealer, this is my second favorite. I would say they're kind of neck and neck, but this has a very special Hollywood star kind of quality. You know, I mean, that's one thing I love about Charlotte's products. She has this like red carpet finish to her products, and she delivers on that promise. She says she makes makeup for like stars, and she's right. So there you go. Do you see how it reflects light and really actually complements the glow of the foundation that I'm wearing? It's absolutely perfect. Now, I had a lot of darkness under my eyes, as you guys saw. Poof, gone, okay? Totally gone. Now, in terms of under eye powders, like powders to set under eye, this is one of my favorites. This is Givenchy Prism Lip Powder, loose powder in Rose, I believe it's called. This is the pink powder, the shade pink, the rose shade. This really conceals darkness under the eyes so well. So I kind of take it like on the pan like that, and I kind of go under my eyes, and voila, it cancels out any leftover darkness that the concealer didn't get. Do you see that? Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Here's without and here's with. Do you see that? Absolutely stunning. And I will say the Charlotte Tilbury one, unlike the Natasha Denona one, does have to be set, not that it creases. By the way, it doesn't crease. It has a light reflecting quality. It is thin consistency but full coverage, just like Natasha Denona. The only difference is this one has to be set, I think, in my opinion. So I usually powder my T-zone and my under eyes and on my lids, and this right here with the rose powder. And everything else I go in with a different setting powder. The new YSL powder. Okay, I actually have a makeup try on, the luxury makeup try on video coming up. That's gonna go after this. It was gonna go up before this, but now it's gonna go up after this. I tried that new YSL powder in lavender, the slight like lilac lavender color. Oh my god, that's even better. It's got the most blurring quality ever. It's probably the most blurring powder I've ever used under my eyes. Now I do recommend that. Here's the demo of it. Obviously, as you guys can see, it's absolutely blurring and brightening. Okay, so I'm gonna include that in this video, the recommendations. However, while the YSL powder is available on Sephora, I did not see that particular shade available on the Sephora website, so that's why I wasn't quite sure. Okay, so usually after these 2 steps, I like to go in and do my eyebrows, and I have 2 recommendations for it. So these are the 2 products that I 100% recommend to you in terms of eyebrow products. This one is one of my all-time favorites. It's kind of out right now. I ran out. I need to get another one from the VIB sale. So it comes with a little brush for drawing hairline like strokes, you know, on your eyebrows. See, it's all out right now. It's not actually doing anything. So I ran out. And it also comes with the pencil, which is again out. It's like a pinched square one, which is really nice and like, you know, small. So it makes like really fine eyebrow. See, it has a little bit left. Marks, this is so good. So you can actually use that. What I do is I use this part for the tail end of my eyebrow, and then I use this for the front of my eyebrow to draw hairline strokes. And then it also comes with a spoolie. I've always thought, like, why can't they put all three things in one pen? Like the pen, the pencil, and the brush, the spoolie. So they finally did it. Valentino. This is the Valentino eyebrow product, the eyebrow pencil. So I 100% recommend this. I'm totally out. I need to get a new one from the Sephora sale. And the other product is this. This is my tried and true product by Benefit, Precisely My eyebrow pencil. So I'm gonna brush it out. Unfortunately, this doesn't have a pen part to draw on hairline strokes, but that's okay. This pencil part is so tiny and pinched, as you guys can see here. Do you see how, I don't know why my camera is not focusing. Something's going on with it. So right there, it's a tiny pencil which draws very fine hairline like strokes. So I don't necessarily need the pen part of the other product from Valentino when I use this one. Valentino one's very pinched too, but this one is even finer. Though this is fine, it doesn't break easily. Now, whereas like the Huda Beauty pencil, for example, it's terrible because it has a very fine tip, but every time you apply even the slightest bit of pressure, it breaks off. And it has like absolutely no product in it, you know, so it's a really bad deal. So there you go. That's the one without, and here's the one with, okay? So I'm gonna do the other eyebrow too. I don't know, I get frustrated, I guess. I don't know what to do things. All right, there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and brush this a little bit more. All right, so those are the eyebrow products that I recommend. As far as eyeshadow palettes go, I 100% recommend the Dior Backstage eye palettes. These are absolutely stunning, especially this one. This was the one that was released last year, 2024 December holiday release of the Backstage products. So this is 004 Celestial Purple. I adore this, and I wear this quite a bit actually. You guys see me wear this quite a bit in my videos, and every time I have this palette on my eyes, I get asked, one of you guys or many of you guys ask what's on my eyes, and it's usually this. When you ask me and compliment me on my eyeshadows, it's most of the time this right here. So I will say though, these eyeshadows are very soft. Like as you can see, this one broke. So these are not great to travel with. If you do travel with, I would recommend like packaging them really well. These eyeshadows are though divine in the quality, and I just adore the way this formula is. As you guys can see, do you see that? They have like, this one is not even a shimmery one, but this is like a matte one supposedly, or supposed to be. And it still has a slight glow in it. I just love the formula of these Backstage palettes. They're absolutely stunning. So I'm going to do a very quick eye look with this. Now, when I'm recommending this, I actually am not sure if you can get this particular Celestial Purple still on the Sephora website. I hope so. But no need to worry. If you can get this particular one, there are other color stories. One in particular, the smoky, I forget what it's called. Now that one's a really good alternative in terms of color stories go. So if you can't find this particular color story, you can get a different one. I'm going to go with the darkest shade here, the beautiful kind of like bluish black. It's like a navy, but with like very like stardust kind of quality to it. So I'll start out on the edge here. And now you guys keep asking me, you know, what I'm wearing on my eyes and how to do an eye look with it. So there you have it, giving it to you right now. So you just kind of define the end of your eyes like that. First with this, usually I don't use this many colors, but I'm gonna actually incorporate this one as well this time. And I'm going to put that right there where the other shadow ends, kind of up and down, up and down. I'm going to use like wiggly motion to kind of blend that into the rest of the eye with this shade. So it kind of has like a gradient effect. Then I'm going to go in with a small crease brush like this. It's a blending brush that's smaller, and I'm going to go into this beautiful rosy purple here, the pinky purple. Then I'm going to put that in my crease right there, closer to the crease, but above the lid, right there. And I'm going to blend that in. There you go. There you go. And then I'm going to take this flat shader brush right here, and I'm going to go into this beautiful, beautiful shimmery lilac here, right there. And I'm going to put that color all over the eyelid, like just at least the middle of it right there, where the other color ended. Right there, right on the middle of the eyelid. Like that. And then I'm going to take another flat shader brush right here, and I'm going to go into this beautiful, beautiful silvery gray there, and then I'm going to put that in the very inner portion of the eye. Okay, I'm going to go underneath the lower lash line, and I'm going to take a really tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to take that dark black color, kind of navy dark bluish black, and then put that in the very outer part, right on along the lash line, just that bit. I'm not going to bring it further in anymore, just on the outer edge only, to kind of open up the eye. Then I'm going to take a pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this beautiful purple right there, and I'm going to blend out that color that I just put, and I'm going to bring it towards the inner corner as well as I blend the outer corner. Blend that first, and then I'm going to bring the color to the inner part of it, so it like blends in really well. Now I'm going to go back to that shader brush, pick up more of that silver shade, and I'm going to put it on the lower part of the beginning of the lower lash line, like that, so that it is on the top and the bottom part, kind of like to make the inner part pop. And then I'm going to go back with another shader brush to this white ivory color, and I'm going to put that underneath the brow bone to highlight the brow bone, and blend it out with my finger a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same here, right on the arch of the brow bone and the tail end of it, like that, and then kind of use the finger to blend it out. There you go. That is the eye look. Okay, so that is what I recommend. This eye palettes, the Dior Backstage eye palettes, but I have more recommendations for eye palettes that are must-haves. I would highly recommend the Prada eye quads. These look like quints, but they're actually quads. These are the best quality and the most, I don't know, buttery, high shine, chrome-like pigmented buttery eyeshadows to ever exist. Watch this. Oh My goodness, these are just absolutely stunning. That palette right there in particular, in this quad, in particular right here, this is one of my favorites from Prada. So right here is a swatch of it. I mean, look at those shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. You guys have seen me wear this palette on some of my videos. Here is a insert of one of the videos where I'm wearing it, and here's a demo of this eye quad. It's absolutely gorgeous, stunning, stunning, stunning. I'm not going to insert clips of all of the different Prada eyeshadow palettes I have, but I'll show you another one here. This is another one that I absolutely adore. Beautiful pepper color. These are great, like these colorful ones from Prada are great for summertime, and I really enjoyed this one eye look right here last year, and this eye look also during the summertime. They are absolutely stunning. 100% recommend the Prada eyeshadow quads. The new nude palettes that Prada just came out with, I believe 4 of them. I am ordering them on the Sephora VIB sale, and when they get here, I'm going to do a dedicated review of the new Prada eyeshadow quads and the new Prada mascara and the new Prada eyeliners. I'm going to review all of them after I buy them from the VIB sale or the Spring Savings Event, so stay tuned for that. And of course, I can never go without recommending the Tom Ford eye quads. These are some of the must-have, must-grab items from the Sephora sale, because these are a pretty penny. I think the price went up to $100, isn't it? Like, used to be 90 something and now it's up to $100. I mean, these are quite pricey, you guys. Or is it just the special ones that are $100 and the price is still 90? I cannot remember, but anyway, they're quite pricey, okay? It used to be like 75, it went to like 80 something and then to 90 something. Now they're nearly 100. So these are, I gotta say though, the quality is just impeccable. I mean, come on, look at that, look at that. I mean, like these, I call these one here, right here, this I call like top coat shades from Tom Ford, and they're like silky mattes, are absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite palettes of all time. This one's discontinued, unfortunately, but there are other ones like right here. This is a classic example of one of the more classic quads from Tom Ford. Now I call these shades top coat shades from Tom Ford, and they like have this special like sequin like finish and go on like a top coat. I don't know how to describe it. Traditional palettes come with like silky mattes and those top coat kind of shades, and sometimes you get like a more satin kind of shade or two. Absolutely gorgeous quality. And then Tom Ford also has these wet dry formula ones. These ones you can use wet or dry, and you know, if you want even more pigmentation, but look at it, you don't need to wet them, but you can use them wet or dry. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that is. Like, this one is really sparkly. I just adore it. And Tom Ford also has the creme formula, which is a very creamy eyeshadow formula that goes on like suede on your eyes, like wet leather. I don't know how to describe it. It's absolutely gorgeous. You get like several formulas. You get the traditional, you get the wet dry, you get the creme formula. I think there are some quads that are all shimmers that are like super high impact. That brand's got a lot of different formulas, and all of them are absolutely unparalleled. I would have recommend to you the new Charlotte Tilbury little 9-pan palettes. They are so stunning. I don't understand people's prejudice sometimes, you guys. Like, look at this. I mean, the Dior palette also came with no mirror and plastic, and people are fine with it. But when Charlotte Tilbury does it, oh, it looks cheap. Like, it really goes to show people have all these ideas in their heads. Like, those palettes were absolutely high quality. I mean, for 90 bucks, people were complaining, oh my gosh, like $90 for eyeshadow palette that doesn't have a mirror. Like, I mean, I paid quite a bit for that too, and it has no mirror as well. It's just that people just have all these ideas in their heads, and I think Charlotte put some amazing top coat, like that Tom Ford top coat type of eyeshadow shadows in those palettes. And I actually saw Michelle Wang was praising it too, and many of them, but I think it's just a couple of people who just doesn't get it. But you know, the seasoned veterans know a good eyeshadow palette when they see it. But I also recommend this Natasha Denona Glam palette. You guys, these are really good eyeshadows. They have the most beautiful formulas. This one has this one right here on my pinky finger, I think is the wet dry formula and her matte formula is really good right here. You see it almost look creamy. Really lovely palette. You can get many really nice looks from this. So now I'm going to do my liquid liner. For that, I'm going to use this Natasha Denona Microblade liquid liner. This is what I'm going to recommend to you from Sephora, because this is what's available at Sephora. Honestly, my favorite liquid liners are not available at Sephora. I love the Chanel one. That's absolutely perfect. I love that one. And I also love the Tarte one. Tarte, I think Tarte's something Man Eater, whatever. It's like an older collection. I think it's been discontinued, but I can still get it from Ulta. So those are my favorite liquid liners. But as far as Sephora goes, I recommend this Natasha Denona one, which I also love. And I also recommend the Tom Ford dual-ended one. I didn't bring it down, but that's a good one too. But this is what I really recommend you. All right, there you go. Very good. Like this right here. It's really the only liquid liner from what's available at Sephora that I could recommend to you, except for the Tom Ford one, which is good also, but I'm not really sure if I've seen that lately on the Sephora website. So now for mascara, these are the two that I recommend from what's available at Sephora. This is the YSL Colossal something mascara. I forget the long name. I will of course list and link all these products down below in the description box. You guys go there if you want to just click and go straight to the product. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury one. Now this one, I will insert a clip of me using this one. This one is really beautiful. Like it gives you length, volume all at the same time, and it really only takes like a couple of brushing on, couple of times of brushing the product on. So as you can see, it's really good. And here is the spoolie. So when you see a spoolie like this type of brush, you know it's going to work. This is a really good mascara. I mean, I might combine it. I don't know. I might, never mind. I'll just do one mascara on, because trust me, this one is really good. And this is the one I will put on in this video. This is the Charlotte Tilbury's Exaggerize Volume Mascara. So this one gives you a lot of really good volume, and it curls the lashes up because of the way the wand is curved. So if you don't like to curl your lashes, you want to get it all in one, this is a really good one. As you can see, it's curling my lashes up, and it really gives you a lot of volume. And I don't know if it gives length, but it actually like makes my lashes look longer as well. Do you see that difference? Look at that. Like that was just a couple of times of it, you know, being brushed on. So there you go. Do you see the difference? So that's the eye without, and that's the eye with. It almost looks like I'm wearing falsies. Do you see that? Beautiful. Let me look up a little bit. No mascara, mascara. Do you see the difference? All right, so I'm gonna do the other eye as well. All right, you guys, so that is it. Do you see how, I mean, they look like I just put falsies on, don't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Love these two mascaras. Highly recommend. All right, now for contour. I forgot that I haven't even done contour and set my face or anything. So let's move on to contour. I should have just finished my face products, the base products first. Surprise, surprise, the cream contour I recommend to you is this beautiful cream contour by Dior. Again, the stick contour. It's like a bronzer slash contour product. This one, I think I have the shade 2, number 2. Comes in, I think, 4 shades, if I'm not mistaken. So I adore this. Look at how easy, I'll show you how easy it is to use this product. So draw a line right underneath jawbone there. I mean, not jawbone, cheekbone. And here's another one. One underneath the jawbone. This is based on my face shape, by the way, you guys. I have like a more of a square face, so this is what works for my face shape. If you have a round face, it'll be different. The placement will be different. Let me know down in the comment section if you want a video, like a tutorial teaching you how to contour your face based on your face shape. Okay, let me know down in the comment section. Then I put a couple of lines. I don't like to contour my nose very much, so I actually only put like a little tiny bit. I just don't like too much of a contoured nose. I don't need it. I have like a button nose anyway. So that's what I do. That is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. It's so easy to use. Really good formula. So it's so easy. You can see how easy it is to blend this contour slash bronzer. So easy. Do you see that? Just blend it like a dream right there. So that's how I do it. This is a really, really good contour bronzer stick. Number 2 is perfect for my skin tone. It depends on your skin tone, the color or shade that you would choose. My jawline a little bit here. I don't put any right there because I already am like, you know, slim there. So then I do a little bit underneath here to make the jawline more prominent. I actually already have a pretty prominent jawline, so I don't do too much of it. And then I go pinch the brush and I kind of blend out my nose contour a little bit here. When I have more time, I do a more elaborate contour routine, but this is usually what I do on a daily basis in a pinch. All right, so as you can see, it's a beautiful contour bronzer product. I love it. Now I'm going to move on to powder. Usually after I do my cream products, the foundation, the concealer, the cream bronzer, cream contour, I set my face with powder. So I'm going to recommend to you this Givenchy Prism Leaf powder. My favorite setting powders that I usually love are not Sephora products. Now Chanel powder, the setting powder, that is my favorite setting powder of all time. It's like, well, I wouldn't say all time, it's one of my favorite ones. Now this Givenchy setting powder is one of the setting powders that I like, that is available on Sephora website and so at Sephora stores. Another good one would be the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. I don't want to recommend it this time only because I'm getting really irritated about how little product that is in that pan. It's laughable. Like after like 7, 8, 10 uses, it's gone, you guys. I mean, that's like a one big flaw of that. So for that reason, I usually do include it in my recommendations, but because of that, I'm not going to include that in this recommendations video. So yeah, this is what this powder is absolutely beautiful. It is finely milled and it really does a good job in setting. This is the shade number 5 that I used just now on my face. Absolutely love it. Love this powder. All right, you know what I forgot? I forgot to do the eyeliner, the waterline. So what I recommend from Sephora are the Dior eyeliners. These are amazing. Now you will see when I talk about my wish list items, there are some amazing eyeliners from other brands that I'm going to buy. That's part of my wish list items. But right now, out of the tried and true, I recommend this Dior eye pencils. This one in particular in the shade Nude. I think it's called Nude, but anyway, it's the nude shade. So like I said, I'll list and link everything down below. So this is my favorite nude eyeliner for my waterline. I also like the one by Estee Lauder, but that's not available at Sephora. Look at that. I mean, look at that. It went on like a dream, and that stays on for hours, like until you take it off. Look at that. It's beautiful. I mean, it's really nice. It's not overly chalky and overly bright. It's just the right amount of nude eyeliner, you know, absolutely gorgeous. I adore these. I have it in blue as well. I believe there are like 3 or 4 other colors. I might get more of it actually from the Sephora sale. And then, like I said, I will talk about what's on my wish list as well. All right, so now we're gonna go with powder bronzer. Now, out of the powder bronzers, one of my favorites is this new Dior bronzers. I did a dedicated review of these Dior powder bronzers and the Dior highlighters. If you missed that video, right here, check it out. I will link it down below in the description box, or you can just go to my homepage and you can see it there. I highly recommend this now because I already demoed this. I'll put a little clip of that video here, the demo part of it. This bronzer is like a dream. It doesn't even feel like a powder. It just kind of goes on like the color's been kissed onto your cheek. It's very airbrushed kind of look. Absolutely beautiful. The colors are not too yellow, not too red. It's just perfect. I have it in the shade, I think 5 Intense. This is one of the 4 shades that has a radiant finish. Now, I will tell you one thing. It's weird. On the Sephora website, it seems that they have the bigger pans, the larger pans, and there are only 4 shades available at Sephora. And the 4 shades that are available seem to be the matte ones. None of the radiant ones are available at Sephora. So you got to keep that in mind, but they're both good. The matte and the radiant, like pretty much similar. The radiant one doesn't have too much of a glowy thing or anything like that. So they're good. Just get one of the larger pans that is the matte version of that. I'm not gonna demo that one in this video because I already did the dedicated review. I just also inserted the clip, but I will show you this one, and I have demoed this too in many videos. Like I think this was in a couple of videos, but this is the Giorgio Armani bronzer. This is the Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder by Giorgio Armani. I love this bronzer. This goes on, this has a very radiant finish actually. Not too shiny or anything like that, but like a radiant finish. Absolutely love the way this goes on, like being airbrushed on also. It has like a nice slight radiant finish, which is nice, kind of slightly glowy. I think for bronzers, that slight glow can look really beautiful. So this is what I really adore. I love this bronzer. Like I said, the Dior one is beautiful as well. I recommend them both. Another bronzer I absolutely love is the Chanel bronzers, the La Beige one, well, there are many actually. Now that you can buy at Sephora, so I'm not including that in this video. So yeah, Giorgio Armani bronzer, absolutely adore it. As far as highlighters, there again, I have many recommendations, but I'm going to limit it to more of the recent latest products. One of them, of course, being the Dior highlighters that I demoed and did a dedicated review of. I just told you about it. Go watch that video if you missed it. So these are the 2 shades that I have so far. This one is like a pearlescent kind of mother of pearl kind of color. This one has like a sequin finish, but no, it's not chunky glitter. It's very smooth. And this one is a bluish hue. I bought this just because it's so unique. It gives like a mermaidy glow. That's one I recommend. Here is the insert of the clip from my other video where I'm trying these 2 Dior highlighters on. They're absolutely stunning. Gives you like the celestial glow without like it looking glittery. Now, the other one I recommend is this Gucci highlighters. I have this one in this rose gold shade. It's called Opal Pink. It's number 4. Now, these are absolutely gorgeous. By the way, I love these beautiful magnetic closures of these. So good. I'm gonna use this in this video just because I already did I did a dedicated review of these too. If you missed that video, check it out. But here you go. This is what it looks like. Do you see that? Isn't that absolutely stunning? These come in like 5 or 6 shades. I forget now. Yeah, I highly recommend this as well. Very, very good highlighter, very smooth. The formula is very, very smooth. So it has no glitter effect whatsoever. It has a very good ethereal glow about it. Absolutely love it. You can tone it down a little bit with your finger if you want. Highly recommend these highlighters. So the Dior ones and the Gucci ones. I also recommend the Dior Backstage highlighters, but that is old news. You guys already know. Recommended them in many of my Sephora recommendations videos in years past. Now, as far as blushes go, these are my recommendations. So these YSL blushes, which is what I'm going to put on my face in this video because it goes with my eye look. But what I really highly recommend are these Natasha Denona cream blush and highlighter duos right here. I actually do recommend this highlighter as well, so consider it recommended completely. This formula is so gorgeous. It's funny, I used to say this in my videos. Natasha Denona used to come out with these blush highlighter duos with her special collections like the Valentine's Love collection and so on and so forth. There was this one quad of blush, cream powder blush and cream highlighter, cream and powder highlighter quad that she came out with. So yeah, in that blush highlighter quad, there was this cream blush that was just like when you put it on with a sponge or finger or brush, whatever, it just looked like I just came in from the sun, like the most natural, beautiful, glowy, flush look. And I used to say it constantly in my videos, in my recommendation videos and such. Why can't she just come up with this blush formula and an actual big pan, just the blush, you know? And I love her cream highlighter formula as well. And then you know what? She came out with these. There are, I think, like 6 of these, 6 or I want to say 6 of these. And this one I have right here in my hand right now is the Flirty Flush, I think. I did a dedicated review, by the way. If you guys missed that, please check it. I really reviewed it really well in that video, and I talked a lot about different things that I'm not going to talk about in this video because I don't have the time. Check it out if you missed that video. I'll link it down below as well. So this is what it swatches like, by the way. And this cream blush blends out like a dream, and it gives you the most natural flush. And this cream highlighter has this like really beautiful like glow without it looking like a highlighter at all. Like it's like your own shiny skin. Now here's the demo, a little clip of the demo of this cream blushes and highlighters. As you can see, it's just so pretty. I highly recommend these Natasha Denona cream blush and highlighter duos. Highly recommend. And as far as powder blushes, I recommend these new YSL powder blushes, the YSL Make Me Blush blushes, and I have this favorite shade of mine right here. This is 83. Anyway, this one is a Jedi. I don't remember what this shade is called. Yeah, this is my favorite shade from that entire bunch. I did also a dedicated review of these blushes. If you missed that video, check it out. I'll put a picture of it here and I'll link it down below in the description box. So this, I highly recommend. This is a very unique shade that I didn't have in my collection. So I wanted to add this in particular that I thought would be really fun because I don't have this shade in my collection, this type of deep plum shade. So as you guys can see, it's really beautiful. It's a nice, unique blush shade, and use a light hand. I kind of went heavy-handed there. Let me kind of wipe it off a little bit and come back. So gotta blend it out really well. They're highly pigmented, so a slight tap will give you a huge impact. So make sure to, you know, dust off your brush if you have to, if you picked up too much product. But you guys can see it's absolutely stunning. You know, I'm gonna use my powder brush to kind of tame it down here a little bit right there. So yeah, this is what I recommend as far as blushes go from the Sephora sale. And you know, as you can see, they're very finely milled formula right there. You see that it has a little bit of a sheen to it, almost like a wet look to it, you know, as you can see here on the swatch as well. Beautiful. I think it's because that's one of the ones that had the radiant or the shine finish. I know some of them were matte finish, so I do love the shine finish one in particular from that YSL Make Me Blush range. As far as lip liners go, these are what I recommend from Sephora, from what's available at Sephora. My all-time favorite lip liners are from brands that are not available at Sephora. Chanel and Estee Lauder lip liners are my all-time favorite formulas. They're not available at Sephora. And recently, one of the lip liners that I used to recommend and like, I have removed from my recommendations. I will get to that here in a second, but these are what I recommend from what's available at Sephora. These are Natasha Denona lip liners, and this is Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. These are the best from what's available at Sephora. Unlike others who recommend the Makeup Forever pencils, those are too dry for me, you guys. They hurt. They are not very, they don't glide on. I don't recommend the Makeup Forever ones, not for the eyes, not for the lips. They're okay when you don't have like an alternative or whatever. So these are the 3 shades that I just swatched from the Natasha Denona ones. These are creamy, but they don't break. They glide on and they last quite nicely. They come in really nice colors. I really love them. And then the Charlotte Tilbury ones, this is one that I have right here. These are pretty good too. They are creamy as well. They last even longer than Natasha Denona ones, and they don't smudge or budge. They are not drying. Now, the brand that I removed as far as lip liners go from my recommendations are the Pat McGrath lip liners. They're good. They're everything, you know, like they last long, they do glide on, they're not dry, as long as you don't have them for too long. They expire, you guys. I mean, after about 6 months to like a year, they start to dry out. And once they dry out, they are as, you know, rigid as a MAC lip liner or even worse. They are like a piece of wood after that. Like they don't even draw on. So I have removed the Pat McGrath ones from my recommendations. When I found out, I used one of my older Pat McGrath pencils recently, and it doesn't even draw anymore. I had to warm it up and use makeup remover to like have it come back to life. So yeah, I don't recommend that anymore. So as far as lipsticks go, I must recommend these. These are the Prada Hyper Matte and Soft Matte lipsticks. These are the soft matte ones with the silver band. These are the hyper matte with the gold bands. They are both amazing formulas, but I have to say that the soft matte is even more gorgeous than the hyper matte. If you ask me, it has like a bit of a blurring effect. So this is a soft matte right here. So this one I just swatched. This is a hyper matte right there. And now I'm about to swatch the soft matte in a lighter red next to it. You will see that this one has a bit of a blurriness as well. So they are both absolutely gorgeous. Another thing I adore about these lipsticks is the shade range. Do you see how unique and stunning these shades are? So I have more shades here. Here's a blush color from the soft matte right here. Let me show you right there. That is the blush color from Soft Matte. And here is another Soft Matte shade right here in a nude. I will swatch it next to this is Arencio, my favorite shade. So that's the Hyper Matte and that's the Soft Matte. These are gorgeous colors. I highly recommend them, highly. And they're long lasting and they make your lips look like pillows. Now here is the demo of some of the shades from the Prada Hyper Matte and Soft Matte range. Do you see that? Do you see how gorgeous they are? They make your lips pop. Like lips grab a lot of attention, you guys, and when you wear that really nice lipstick that makes your lips pop, yeah, that makes the look, okay? All right, and then the next recommendation, so now that is Prada, and if you want a dupe for the Prada Hyper Matte, I highly recommend the Merit Beauty lipsticks. They remind me of actually the Gucci and Prada formulas. These come in beautiful shades as well. This one really reminds me of the Prada lipsticks also. These are gorgeous lipsticks. I mean, look at these colors. This is a Merlot color. That's absolutely gorgeous. That's another brand that makes amazing lipstick shades and really beautiful undertones and everything. So highly recommend the Merit Beauty lipsticks. Look at that. These are gorgeous shades, you guys. Like right there. Do you see how they look very similar to the Prada lipsticks that I just swatched for you? So if you want like a more affordable dupe for Prada lipsticks, you don't want to spend like the $60 or $50 or whatever those, is it 48? I forget. They're expensive. So if you want like a more affordable dupe, those are highly recommended. And here's a demo of the Merit lipsticks. Another lipstick range that I highly recommend are these from Charlotte Tilbury. These are the Charlotte Tilbury Kissing lipsticks. So this one is, I think, Icon Baby. These are so creamy and they do something to your lips that I don't know quite how to explain. It gives you high shine and pillow-like look. These are the shine lipsticks, not shine lipsticks. These are the cream lipsticks. But they have this beautiful shine about them that make your lips look like so plump and delicious, you know. I just adore these lipsticks by Charlotte Tilbury. Now, Charlotte's matte formula, what is it called? I forget what she calls her matte formula. They're pretty darn good too. I recommend that as well. But in particular, this Kissing lipstick formula is what really grabs my attention. So I highly recommend. Here's a demo of some of the lipstick shades from the Kissing range. The next lip product I recommend to you are these Dior balms. Dior Addict Glow Maximizer balms. Now this one is a raspberry shade. Swatches really do no good. I mean, you have to see them on the lips. These give the most juicy, transparent look. Now this is what I'm going to put on for this look that I'm wearing. The problem is this is almost out. I need to get a new one. Right there, this is the lilac shade that I absolutely adore. So let me put it on for you. This is almost gone. I'll show you what I mean. These have the most beautiful shine that make your lips kind of pop. That lip liner is not the right shade, so it's kind of clashing. But look at that. Look at that. They are like balms, so you can actually reapply so easily. You don't even need a mirror. And throughout the day, they keep your lips looking plump and juicy. So beautiful. Do you see that? I adore them. Highly recommend. As far as glosses go, I really recommend from Sephora these Dior Addict Lip Maximizer glosses. Now this is the lilac one that I'm gonna wear. Here's another shade. I have a lot of shades, but let me wear the lilac one on top here. These have a bit of a plumping effect, and they really add to that juicy, plumpy look. These are really good glosses. I highly recommend these. Has a slight plumping effect, as I said. Do you see that? So all right, you guys, those are all my recommendations as far as the makeup goes. Now I have recommendations that are body care, hair care, skincare type recommendations. So let's move on to them. Guess what came to Sephora? Elemis. Elemis brand didn't used to be available at Sephora. It was just at Ulta. But now you can buy Elemis at Sephora, and this is my favorite makeup removing balm. This is so good, you guys. All you need is like the tiniest little bit, less than a dime size, like a little tiny bit for the whole face. Oh, and this just melts. You just put this all over your face, take a little bit of water, and you emulsify it. Like it gets to be like a kind of a cream color after that, like a white color. And then you take a towel like this, you wet it and you wipe it off, it comes right off. Every last trace of makeup. I have another scent here. This one's the rose scented one. That one I just showed you was the original formula. Oh, this smells like roses. Absolutely perfect makeup balm. I haven't found anything that beats this. Okay, another thing that I want to recommend to you is this new Sol de Janeiro Beige Flora Elasti Body Oil. You guys know that I like body oils more than body butters. As far as, you know, moisturizing your body goes, look at that. I mean, that is so good. It's like a more like a dry oil, so it's not greasy at all, but it actually moisturizes your skin so well. And of course, this goes really well with the Baccarat Rouge type of smelling stuff, you know, like fragrances. It smells so beautiful. It smells like the Beige Flora Elastic Cream, and of course goes with Baccarat Rouge. And it's better to use oils as base for your fragrances because it actually clings on, the oil molecules cling on to the fragrances better than, I feel like, the cream of product molecules. So yeah, absolutely stunning. I highly recommend this. I recommend, actually, I didn't, you know, go ahead and include every one of the Sol de Janeiro product in here. I basically recommend almost all of them. Now this cream right here in particular, I recommend all the Sol de Janeiro body creams, but this scent in particular, the Delicia Drench Body Cream, oh my gosh, this is so good. This is so good. It goes so well with the Bulgari Allegra Bacemi. So beautiful smelling. They complement each other so well. Oh, it smells heavenly. Highly recommend it. And I recommend the matching deodorant. These Sol de Janeiro deodorants, you guys, they don't have aluminum, and yet they work really well. They actually work really well, at least on me. I mean, if you have like major body odor issues, I'm not really sure that, like, how well the natural deodorants would work on you, but I'm like a normal, like, I don't have like extra problems. This works really well, even though this is a natural deodorant. Absolutely love this combo. And then of course I wear the Bulgari fragrance on top of this Bacemi. They are a match made in heaven. And then of course, when you combine it with this is the body wash version of the Delicia Drench. This is the shower oil. Oh my God, this is so good, you guys. It smells amazing. And then you put on this cream and the deodorant, and then you wear the Bulgari Bacemi. Whew, match made in heaven. Highly recommend. As far as hair products go, I highly recommend this Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. This gives your hair volume. Like, if you put it in the roots of your hair, like if you want to give a little, I usually like to give a little bit of volume back here, zhuzh it up in the back there. Hold on, I put oil today, so the hair's been a little, you know, kind of stubborn. But do you see that height I'm getting? Like, you just put it and you zhuzh it up like this, and then you get a little height, a little bit of a texture in the hair. So that I really love this Oribe texturizing spray very much. It's like one I really like. I put a little bit of the oil. I think I overdid it. This oil right here, the Kerastase hair oil today, so it got a little almost like too oily. Usually I only put like a little bit. By the way, I recommend this as well. I only put a little bit, and then you put it, like, you don't want to put it. I made a mistake of somehow the oil got to the front of my hair. You don't want to do that. You want to do them on the ends only. So if you put this oil to the ends of your hair, it keeps them from getting super dry. You know how you get split ends? Like, somehow the oil made it to the front of my hair today, which shouldn't happen, which is why it's looking a little wet. This oil is for the ends of your hair, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then as far as shampoo and all that go, the Olaplex #3 is one I highly recommend. This is a bond repair strengthener, so this keeps your hair from breaking and getting weak. So it's actually a hair treatment. So you basically, I believe you shampoo your hair first and then you put this on and you wait a while. I usually keep mine for 30 minutes. They say like 15 minutes, I think, but I keep mine for 30 minutes, and then you shampoo it off and then you put your conditioner. Now, I also recommend for clarifying shampoos, this is the best clarifying shampoo. This is number 4C that I have ever used. It really cleans your scalp and get rid of all that like product buildup. Really, really good. I actually also recommend the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner as well. I didn't bring them down. All right, you guys, it's time to move on to my wish list items. All right, you guys, so I'm looking at my wish list items here. I love this Charlotte Tilbury. I noticed when I was scouring the Sephora website the other day to put things in cart, I noticed this new Pillow Talk Beauty Soulmates Airbrush Flawless Finish Brightening and Blush Powder Palette. It's like a heart shape. One half is a blush, the other half is a kind of a blurring setting powder. So this is a match made in heaven. I would love that because this is actually something that I see myself taking in my purse, because my under eyes, I love to keep touching it up, and then the blush sometimes I like to touch up. So it's actually a really good idea and I really want to try that out. So I put that in my cart. As far as the new eyeliners I told you about, these Valentino Colorgraph waterproof gel liner pencils really appeal to me. I put the green one and the purple one in my cart. Really looking forward to getting those. By the way, I forgot to recommend to you that, I mean, now I'm covering it in my wish list. I have empties upon empties in my empties bucket, which I will be doing an empties video here soon, by the way. Color Wow Money Mask is a must for my hair. It's very unruly if I don't use that conditioner on my hair. Now this Color Wow Money Mask, I am gonna buy like 3 or 4 tubs of it because I need to last until the next Sephora VIB sale, you know. Absolutely love it. It makes your hair, like the moment you put it in your hair in the shower, the hair, let's say you had like a complete Medusa hair all knotted up, and the moment you put that, it just falls down untangled in place, and it makes styling so easy. So that's one I have in my cart. Then I'm buying the new Prada eyeshadow quads that are nude, the new 4 eyeshadow quads, and I have 2 of them in my cart that I'm going to buy, and I will review for you, do a full review of that, and the new mascara, which is also on my wish list in the cart. The new Prada mascara I'm gonna try, and the new Prada eye pencils. That's another wish list item. They come in really beautiful colors. There's this one mint green one and this lavender pencil that I particularly want. And I'm going to buy the new Pat McGrath Mothership 11, I think, eyeshadow palette in Petal Morphosis. Love it. I love that beautiful green shade in that, and that's why I'm buying it. I have a new policy where I'm not buying any large eyeshadow palettes anymore, you guys, but I make an exception to Pat's Mothership palettes because they're just kind of like a collector's item for me. Then I also have the Color Wow Money Mist leave-in conditioner in my cart. That is a must-have too. So I wash my hair and I put the Color Wow Money Mask, wash it off, and then when I towel dry my hair, I spray on this Money Mist. It makes the styling even easier. It's a really good leave-in conditioner. I really like that. So I use it before I style my hair, and then I wait a little while for my hair to kind of half dry with it, and then I style my hair. And then I have this skincare product, this new Tatcha Brightening and Firming Vitamin C Serum. I'm very curious to try this one out too, which has ferulic acid. I don't use anything that doesn't have ferulic acid because vitamin C is very hard to stabilize without something like ferulic acid in it, which is good for your skin also. So the vitamin C serum that I'm currently using by SkinCeuticals, I love that. That's what my dermatologist recommended. Now I want to try, so that has those two also, vitamin C and ferulic acid. And this Tatcha container looks like perfect to keep sunlight out, because your vitamin C should not be exposed to sunlight. So really makes me curious. I have a feeling that it's really good, so I want to try that. Then I always get my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. I love them. I put one of those in the cart. And then I love the K-Skin lip balm. By the way, I should have put it in my recommendations. The K-Skin lip balm is my favorite lip balm ever. I love the K-Skin, like the round pot that I use at nighttime that doesn't have SPF. It's the most moisturizing lip balm. Trust me, you guys. I've tried every lip balm under the sun, from Tatcha to Laneige to everything. Like the very famous Laneige is the second best, but it's not as good as the K-Skin ones. Trust me on this. And then the tube that is for daytime, I use during daytime to touch up my lips, and that has SPF, and I love that. That's what keeps my lips most moisturized. So I have both of those in my cart. I need backups. I also have the Necessaire, the hand retinol cream. You know, as you get older, your hands are what shows your age the most, and the neck. So I need to use a retinol on my hand, so I put that in my cart. It's like 0.5% retinol in it with 5% AHA, so and it has peptides. So I want to try that. And then I put the Pat McGrath Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Matte Lipstick in the shade Elson 4. Apparently that's the lipstick that Taylor Swift wears for her famous red lips, and that's not why I'm buying that. I actually always wanted to buy the liquid lip version of my Elson lipstick. That's an actual lipstick by Pat McGrath. So finally I'm getting that. It was sold out for the longest time. And then I have more items that I'm going to put in my cart that I don't quite have in my carts, but those are my wish list items so far. Okay, you guys, so those are my Sephora Spring Savings Event recommendations. These are tried and true products, and then plus my wish list items that I'm going to buy that I do recommend to you as well, even though I haven't tried them yet. I don't just buy things just to buy things. I buy things that I know are gonna work, and I've done research on them, so that's what's on my wish list. So let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on my recommendations and wish list items. I'm also probably gonna buy a new Dyson Airwrap, which I don't have in my cart yet. Definitely going to buy that as well from this sale. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What are you buying? What's in your cart? Are you ready to check out? The sale starts on Friday the 4th, and it goes until the 14th of April. I think it's from the 4th to the 14th. So make sure to shop during the sale. As you know, the Rouge members like me get 20% off, and then the next level down, the VIPs get 15% off, and the Beauty Insiders get 10% off during the sale. So you guys, that is it. Let me know your thoughts down below. I can't wait to share my Sephora haul with you. Although I just told you some of my wish list items, I'm gonna end up with a lot more. As you guys probably know, if you've been with me for a while, I do the most epic Sephora hauls. I've done like $4,000, $5,000 hauls before. I know you guys, you shouldn't do that. I'm not doing that anymore. Cannot wait to bring you my Sephora haul video with everything I bought. I do massive hauls. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell. That's very important. Otherwise, you won't be notified whenever I upload. I don't have a set schedule. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will see you guys in my next video.